So we got us a spot made for the coop to fit into, and also I'll be able to do some work on it while it's in its temporary location. I do have the Tudor up for sale now, so and I'm talking to somebody about it as we speak, so hopefully that will be heading off to somebody else's garage. Let's go ahead and open up the car and do the treasure hunt, because I've got some stuff inside there. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the tie downs and probably pressure wash it while it's sitting up here on the trailer, and then we'll get her in underneath the overhang. Okay, let's check out this interior before we get started. This right here is some silver trim around the black, and this piping, I guess you call it. The old traditional tuck and roll there on the insides, really slick. Chromed out all the garnish. Weather seals don't look terribly bad. They still look somewhat functional, but we'll have to take a good look at those later. The seat. Cool. Continued the tuck and roll up on the back wall there, and got a couple of spots on the headliner that's sagging, need to get brought up, so I have to work that out, but in good shape. I saw the upholstered panel for this area. I think it's in the back of the trunk. We'll find it here in a second. No carpet. It's a little bit of trash. I don't think we're going to find too much in the car. There's some stuff back there behind the seat that I want to grab. Let's go around to the other side. Same treatment on the door. This piece of trim here, it's not connected, as you can see. I've got to work on that, but I was happy to see that there's no rips in the seat. They just need to get cleaned up good. It's hard for me to believe that this could be a upholstery job from the 50s, but I'm certainly not a professional. I'm not a judge. Maybe it could be. It looks extremely period, but I just have a hard time wrapping my brain around there not being any rips or tears or gouges in this stuff. But hey, you never know. It was kept indoors and cared for, so everything looks good in the rocker area. Jambs look super solid. Strikers look good. The doors fit excellent. You gotta listen to these doors when I close them. Super sound. That's what you want to hear. What I want to hear. You hear that? Look how good that lines up. Both of them close good, and I haven't even got them lubed up yet. That's where I'm looking right now as far as the body line. Watch this. Awesome. And check out this window crank. If you happen to know, I mean, this is a custom feature, of course. If you happen to know anything about this action right here, go down in the comments and fill me in. I've never seen this before, but I am not an authority on customization either. So, but both of the doors have got these, and I'm stoked to have them. Now the steering wheel, I haven't, I think this is probably like shoebox Ford, like maybe 51, but I haven't slowed down to be able to verify that. This is honestly my best look in, you know, into the car. They chromed out the emergency brake lever. I've got a chrome swan neck shifter rod that's really nice. Some kind of cheap Sun Pro gauges in there right now. I don't know how much paint we're going to end up after we wash this dude down. He's got some serious flaking paint, but it's going to come off eventually, so you know, just add to the look, I guess. I'll come back and check these points out and see what's happened after we get done. She's a little gritty and greasy right now. I know I don't have to, but I'd like to take a look at her without the barn funk on her. But she is solid. She is solid.
Here's another old-timer, Jack's Car Wash, owned by Jack Milan in Detroit. This wash handled 50,000 cars in the first 100 days of operation in 1953. Jack is one of the biggest operators in the business and will soon open his 5th unit. Jack's Wash still handles an enormous volume of business, as you can see. He has always paid close attention to details and insists on extra good quality. Jack Milan is a pioneer who really keeps up with the times. Gas wash tie-ins are a big part of his operations. He sells gas to wash customers, washes to gas customers, and both ends of the business benefit. Here's a top volume operation, Paul's Auto Wash, owned by Paul Saraceno in Detroit. He recently purchased land in the rear, extended his conveyor, and can handle 60 to 70 cars off the street in multiple lines. Paul makes good use of this giant billboard to promote his gas and car wash prices. They're a little higher than the Detroit average, but with good quality washing, you can get a real good price. Volume like this is the proof, and Paul washes over 250,000 cars a year. Beautiful landscaping and architecture help bring in the business. The grounds and building, inside and out, are kept as neat as a pin. Paul Saraceno is another owner who believes his men should drive up to the hookup point. In this way, he can run cars bumper to bumper for peak production. He's a believer in extra services too, like this steam cleaning of wheels and brake. Paul's proud of his Sherman DA2 applicator, which completely covers the car with detergent. He's added a second high-velocity dryer for all the cold weather washing he does. Here's Paul's well-managed finishing area with the washing machines neatly recessed in the wall. The exit area is marked with red dye to guide customers. And here are some customers who are sure to be pleased with their bright, clean car. The New Look Car Wash in Philadelphia is owned by Bing and Tony Parisi and Larry Martino. It's one of the biggest in the area. Volume is high, and the limited approach space is utilized very well with double lines. And employees drive the cars into the building. Now this was taken on opening day, so here's pretty Miss Minute Car Wash at the exit, passing out cooling soft drinks to customers. And here's that lucky man, Skeet Kennan, with a lovely Southern belle, Miss Minute Car Wash.
Skeet!
There's a good use of color in the waiting room. It's air-conditioned, soundproof, and handsome in every way. Glass separating the wash line is kept sparkling clean to show off the equipment.
Okay, after a first bath. Didn't lose as much paint as I thought I was going to. But I was kind of along for the ride anyway. That's part of its older character. It's going to be a part of it. There is a lot of smears from old wax jobs that can be cleaned up, so I can get it looking a lot more consistent. Driver's side pretty much had the most paint loss. Okay, this is about as good as I can do right now. I got her wiped down. I couldn't bear the thought of getting water spots on my my 50s patina, and it looks a lot better now. I can see a sizable difference. Still got to do a little bit of work on the surface, but I'm going to do a little bit of research. I know they've got a lot of products like that Poppy's patina and whatnot. You got any recommendations for, you know, a protectant or for a patina sort of finish like this right here? Let me know in the comments. Appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get educated on it this evening. Yeah. Now time to roll her off the trailer. Let me see if I can get Mrs. Jones to come out here and do the camera, and we'll get this thing off. check this out. Whoa. Rock and roll. But the package tray's gotta go. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to call this exercise a success. This back wheel, it is full. I've got about 2.5 inches of travel clearance in the top of that fender right there before it makes contact, and that's getting pretty close. I need to confer with people smarter than me and talk to them about that. But that is kind of a beefy look underneath there. It should have a good brake. Now the front got a couple of issues. The driver's side front here, like we mentioned before, it's missing the dog bone that connects the old-timey hooligan shock to the front axle. So that's helping it. It's helping this fender right here kind of list a little bit. So I simulated that list out of it by putting the jack on a little bit. I wanted to kind of plane it out to where I could walk around and kind of soak it in. But I think the front needs to go down about 2 inches, at least 2 inches, maybe 3. I put my light away. I'm gonna have to go through the options of what I can do to lower this thing down. I know I've got one project here. Kitty, it's time to feed Kitty. Hey, Shadow. Okay, I'll be right up there. The front cross member has got some issues right now. The fenders are going to end up coming off. The radiator is going to come out. Grill shell, of course, out. And the repair to that cross member may be achievable when that's out of my way. We'll see. We'll see what I do with that. I do have a couple of Model A cross members, which could, I think, maybe help me with my height issue here, but I'm going to have to do some review and study on that. Let's get some low action shots here. There we go. Kind of see what we got going on here. I like the tires. I'm thinking that it dates the car a little bit older than what I'm shooting for, but I'm not the best judge. But anyway, I think we are going to wrap that up there, and we will ponder it. So anyway, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later.